So this is just for the newcomers. We will be using this website to access your LMS, lms.hindustanuniv.ac.in. The people who are already familiar, so they might be knowing it. So you just go to this website. You are asked to give your username and password. And if you are new to the institution, you just send your details like staff ID, staff name, and your mail ID. Okay, through your Moodle coordinator. That is, the Moodle coordinators are here. No, the coordinators, please collect your new staffs which are available in your department and send me the list as per the required format. I'll create the login and password for each and every one. I will send it back to you. Okay. You, as you all know that it's an open source platform, Moodle LMS, so that you can apply. It's a flexible and customizable software. You can customize as per your wish. Okay. So it provides a end-to-end learning platform. Okay, that is from the lecture material upload to till the end of the assessment. Okay, it provides all the facilities from the course delivery plan to the till the assessment processing. For the agenda of this meeting is we are going to look at the course creation, how you are going to create the courses, and how you are going to upload the notes, and how you are going to create the assignment, and how you are going to perform the assessments. Okay, so this is what the agenda is. So let us move on to the practical session, how you are going to do it. And if you know that already how you are going to do it, and if you are comfortable with in the Moodle, then you can leave the meeting. I don't want to make you bored. I think Kalyan sir.
Sir.
I think Kalyan sir knows much about Moodle. Okay. So if you are comfortable, you can leave the meeting, sir.
Yes, sir. And the new staff mail IDs I will collect and give you.
So now I am going to start from the login page. Give me 1 minute time. I think I am able. I think everyone is able to see the screen.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We can.
Yeah. Okay. So the Moodle coordinators are given with a special permission called manager. Okay. This permission is not available to other faculties which is available in your department. They will be able to access their course alone. Okay. They will not be able to create the courses. Only the Moodle coordinator is able to create the courses. Okay. Now, for example, I am going into my login where I have given with a manager permission. Just go into your page. You will be getting a page like this, and go to the site home. You just have a pen and paper, please. If you are a new one, please have your pen and paper and write it down. Because I myself, after doing 10 times, 20 times only, I am able to get these tips in a proper manner.
Sir, excuse me, sir. If you have questions, we can ask now or we can ask it in the end, sir. Hello?
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now
Yes,
we
sir.
can hear you.
Yes, sir, we can.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can now. Now we can able to hear you. Sir, we could not able to hear you. Sambat sir? Hello?
Yes, sir. He is not. We are not able to hear him. I think his signal is very weak.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, I think sir left the meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
He might be joining soon.
Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Now we can hear you.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
I'm extremely sorry. Here, there is some disconnectivity in the Wi-Fi. Okay, so you'll resume back. Yeah. Once you logged in with your username and password, you will be getting a page like this. Okay. You just click on to this site home on the
Sir?
left side. Yes,
Sir,
ma'am?
your,
Sir,
Sir, we
your
could not able
screen is
to
not visible.
screen.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sir, if you have any questions, we can ask now or we can reserve the question at end.
You can ask then and there itself, sir.
Sir, so for the manager ID, what we have to do, sir?
No, I'll
Because
send
we are-
you that. I'll send you that.
Okay, sir. Okay,
We
thank you,
will
sir.
take the list of coordinators at the end of the meeting. Then we'll give the rights, manager rights to the coordinators.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Then you can start doing this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So once you logged in, you'll be getting a page like this. On the left hand side, top corner, you'll have an option called Site Home. Just go to that. And where you'll be having a list of courses, that is your courses will be displayed.
Hello?
At the bottom, you can see all courses. You just click on to this all courses and you go to your department. These are all already created. The departments are already created. You no need to create your department. The departments are already created. You just go into your department. For example, I am computer science. I am going into computer science. If you belongs to automobile coordinator, if you are an automobile coordinator, click automobile and then go into your department and do your work. Okay. Now what I am going to do is I am computer science. I am going into computer science. Okay. Then here you will have an option called manage courses. Okay. So click on to this manage courses. Okay. First you need to create the categories. 1 second. Yeah. First you need to create the course categories. 1 second. I think my screen is visible. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once you go into manage courses, you will be getting a category like this. Okay. Now your job is first you need to create a category. For example, why I am telling you to create the category is because you are going to put the courses semester wise. Okay, like odd semester, even semester, like that you are going to put. So for that you need to create some folder kind of thing. Okay. So first create new category and check whether the parent category is your department of computer science. It will be there automatically if you go into your department. Anyway, you check once this is your department, because you should not go and create anything in other department. Of course, you don't have the option. Anyway, check once. Okay. So now I am going to create a category called odd semester 122. Okay. Now you just fill only the necessary things. Other things you can do it later. The one which is marked with the red star is the necessary field. Okay. So I am creating a category called odd semester 21-22. Create category. Just click create category. Now there is a new category created, odd semester 21-22. Inside this, I am going to create another categories, different categories. Why I am going to create this? Because in odd semester itself, you will have like semester 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so like that I am going to create. So first, for example, now currently semester 3 is going on. No, so click here, create new category. That is the same option. Again, Department of Computer Science. Now you are inside this. Odd semester 21-22. Okay. Now here you create semester 3. Okay. And then click create category. Okay. Now semester 3 is created. Now again I am going to create another category, that is wait, here only you will have to take care. See here, you are going to create the category under this odd semester again. Okay, you are not going to create into semester 3. If you click this semester 3, you will create another folder inside semester 3. Okay, so you will have to come back to this odd semester. Here you have to create this semester 5. Okay, because we have semester 3, 5, 7 is going on now. So you need to create like this, then create category. Like this you can create semester 4 also. Okay. Now once all these 3 folders has been created, now you come to the dashboard again. Okay. Again go to the site home. Again go to all courses and go to your department now. Okay. Now you will be having a new category which you have created, odd semester, and inside this I have created semester 3 and semester 5. Okay. Now your job is you have to go into the semester 3, and you need to create all the courses whatever available in semester 3. Okay. And similarly come back to semester 5, go into this, and you need to create all the courses inside this folder. Okay, so I will tell you how to do that. First go to this semester 3, add a new course. Okay, give the course full name. For example, I am going to create a course called Design and Analysis of Algorithm. A short name you can give any name. Okay, that is your wish. DAA 21. Because already last year also we have created the course DAA. So just I am giving the year at the end. Okay. So it's your wish. Any name can be given. Okay. And then course start date, end date you can specify, and then you just click save and return. Now the new course is created. Okay, and if you want to create another course, you just click add new course. For example, I'm creating I'm creating another course, data structures. Okay, you can give it like some short name. Okay, so there are two courses created now, and like this you can go into semester 5 and you can create your courses. Okay, just clicking add new course. Okay, so the next, now you have created the categories and courses. The next your job is you go to the course and you'll have to add the teacher. Okay, now click this turn editing on button, then only you are able to do anything, otherwise you will not be able to do anything in the course. Okay, so click turn editing on. Okay, now we will be getting list of topics like this. Okay, on the left side you can see here, when you go into the course you will be getting like this, semester 3, the short name I have given is DS21 data structures. Okay, and there is an option called participants. Okay, so click this participants. Okay, and there is an option called enroll. Okay, click this enroll. Now I am going to add the teacher for this course. Okay, the staff who is handling. Okay, for example, there is a staff called Balasubramaniam in our department, so I'll be adding his name. Okay, you just give the faculty ID CSF 67. In case if you don't know the faculty ID, you can just type the name. Sometimes it will come because if I type Balasubramanian, a lot of Balasubramanian will come. Okay, so from that you will have to select, you will have to search. That is again a difficult job. Sometimes if there is a unique name, it will come. It is better to type your faculty ID. So if you give the faculty ID, the details will come. If the faculty is already having the login, the data will come. Otherwise, they will have to create. Okay, so if you enter the faculty ID, the data will come. You just click this. Now I am going to enroll this faculty as a teacher for this course. So you'll have to change this assigned role. Assigned role, give teacher. Okay, so this you'll have to take care, because by default it will be student. If you make it as a student, the teacher will not be able to do anything. Okay, so change this assigned role as teacher and enroll. Enroll selected participant as a teacher. Okay, now see here in this course, semester 3, that is data structure course, I have enrolled this faculty as a teacher. Okay, he is already a manager, so he is also a teacher. Now up to this is your job. This is the work of the coordinator. So you'll have to create the categories semester wise, and you'll have to add the new courses, whatever happening in the current semester, and then you'll have to add the faculties to that course. Okay, till now it is the job of the coordinator, and after this it is the work of the faculty who is handling the subject. Okay, so till now, is there any doubts? If you have any doubts till now, we will clear it out.
Sir, if it is a non-department elective, what we have to do for that? Department elective, no issues, we can collect the data.
Okay.
Or if it is a non-department elective, means other department faculty members are engaged with our students.
Yes, sir. That will be created by the department, sir, who is handling that subject.
Sorry, sir, I could not.
For example, we have our computer science subject. For example, machine learning. We are handling the non-department elective subject. Okay, so that subject will be created by our department coordinator, and the students will be added into that subject. I'll
Clear,
tell you how to
clear.
add.
So it is a okay, sir. Okay, sir.
It is the responsibility of the department who is conducting that elective, non-department elective.
It's a responsibility of the parent department. Am I right, sir?
Yes, yes, correct.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, should we also
Sampath
add
sir.
the students?
Ma'am? Sorry, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Sir, yeah, sir, should we also add the students by ourselves or the teacher, the course teacher will add the respective students?
Course teachers will add.
Okay, sir, okay.
I'll tell you how to add it. Yes, sir. Nitya sir, any doubts?
Okay, sir. I have also same doubt, sir. How to add the students to the respective course, sir?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Okay. So now you have added the faculty, right? Now again go into this enroll option. Okay. Enroll users. Now already the student groups have been created. Okay. For example, the students who are in the final year now, they are belonging to 2018 to 22 batch. Okay. So you just type 2018 CSC A. See here, there are 4 sections. 2018 is the joining year. Okay, so you will have to, now they are in the final year now. Okay, so 2018 CSC A means now seven semester, 7A. Okay, so if I select this, and this is already a default student, and I am going to enroll this now. See here, there are 75 students enrolled. Okay, number of participants. So like this, for each and every class, we have already created the groups. Okay, except for this final year. First year. First year in the sense, now they are in the second year. No, for them it is not created because the last year Moodle was not used. Okay, so the database was not there. Okay, so one of the important job of the Moodle coordinators is first you need to collect the student database from your department. Okay, now those who are in the second year, you'll have to just send the list of second year students now, so that we will create the group IDs. Then we'll send it back to you. Then you will be able to add the students to the course. Okay, just click enroll. For example, if they are in the second year, I think they belong to 2020 batch, right? So if you type 2020, it will come. 2020 CSC. See, nothing has come. Okay, these are all belongs to some other PhD related exams. Okay, 2020 CSC A means this section will come. Okay, so it's not yet created now. So you just collect the data and send it to me. I'll give you the format, in which format you have to collect. Then you can send it to me. Then you will get the details back. Okay. So now I think everyone knows how to enroll the student also. Okay, you no need to enroll. You can help your course teachers to enroll the students. Okay, now I told you how to enroll. Any doubts, sir, till now?
Sir, actually,
Sir.
sir, do you have any manual for this, like how to do? Because I joined just now, I was on admission duty.
Yeah, manual is there, ma'am. I'll send it to you.
Okay, sir. That is why. Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That's what
Sir,
I want.
I have one doubt.
Yes,
I
sir.
have one doubt, sir. So if it is a department elective, not all the students belong to the particular class will be on the group, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll
For
tell you.
that, okay, sir.
So for them, what you need to do, just click enroll. You need to do it roll number wise. For example, here, whenever you want to add it as a group, you will have to type it here. 2020 CSC, something like this. The group will come. Whenever you want to add it as an individual, you'll have to type it here. Select user is there, no? Here. Okay, here you'll have to type. Here, for example, you'll have to type your roll number. For example, 18113120. Okay, this is one of the final year student. So if you type the roll number, the name will come automatically. For non-department elective, there is no other go. You'll have to select one by one. You'll have to enter the roll number one by one, and you'll have to select like this, and you'll have to add. For example, there is another student, 18113130. Then add the student. Like this, it will come.
So
So
can
like
this be done by a course teacher, sir?
Ma'am?
Adding students can be done by a course teacher. Is it possible?
Yeah. You just tell them, guide them how to do it. Let them do it. You no need to do it.
Okay, sir.
Your job is only till course creation, and you have to enroll the staff into that course. That's all.
Okay, sir.
And also you guide them how to enroll the student. That's all. Okay, like this you can select the students one by one, and then you can click enroll. So that 3 students will be added, whatever I selected now. So 78 is there now, count. Okay, so like this you can enroll.
So is the present second year, sir, is the present second year students is on the database, sir? When we add and the
second year is not there. Only third year and final year are there.
No, sir, not by the group, just by adding their individual number, individual roll number.
No. Only if individual account is created, the group will be created.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, so till now the subject creation and enrolling is over. Now I am going into how to upload your materials, and then how to do the assignments, all those things. Okay, this you no need to do it. It is the responsibility of the faculties. Okay, course teachers. Your job is you have to guide them. You have to mentor them how to do it. Okay, in case if they are having doubt, if they are old faculty, they might be knowing it. Okay. So now I am going to the course semester 3. Choose data structures. Okay, you check turn editing is on. Only if it is on, then you will be able to edit. If I click this off, then you will not be able to do anything here. Okay, so click this button on, then only you will be able to do it. Okay. Here in this section, for example, I am going to put materials unit wise. Okay, so click this button. There is some pen kind of button is there. Okay, so click this button. Just type unit 1. Enter, so it will be changed. Okay. And before that, you need to upload your CDP and CFP, course delivery plan, and give a title like this. Now there is a button called add an activity or resource. Click this button. Here you'll have a lot of options. Either you can add your activity or the resource. First, what you are going to do is we are going to add the resources. Okay, that is click file. Under the resource, click file and click add. Okay, here for example, first I am going to upload CDP. Okay, now click type the name of the file is CDP, then click this button, okay, this button, you click it, click this, then choose file. Now you choose your what is that, CDP file, any file, then click upload, then save and return to the course. Okay, now CDP is uploaded. Okay. Next I am going to add, similarly add an activity, choose file here, click. Now I am going to upload CAP, and again click this button, choose the file. Click upload, save and return. Okay, now CAP and CDP is uploaded. Okay, remember here you can upload the files maximum of 5 MB. Okay, not more than that. And if you want to upload the files which is more than 4 MB size, then that option also you will have to go for URL. What you need to do is first go to your Google Drive. Okay, so you know Google Drive. Go to your Google Drive and upload your files, whatever the files you want to upload. It may be 10 MB, 20 MB, 30 MB, whatever. Okay, and once you uploaded your file, one second. One second, I will connect it in the charger. I just wait for 1 minute. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so we'll resume back. Okay, so I was talking about how to upload the files of which is very high in size. Okay, so you upload the materials, whatever you want to share it in Google Drive. You just take this link. Okay, just go to the address bar, right click and copy this link. And before to that, you need to share that link to everyone. Okay. For example, this folder is there, no? So just go to this folder and share, and then here you can choose the option like anyone with the link. Okay, anyone with the link. and just copy this link, click done, so that this link can be accessed by everyone. Copy this link, or you can copy that link also. And now you come to the Moodle. Okay. Here, go to this add an activity or resource, and instead of choosing the file, because if you choose file, only 5 MB you can upload. Instead of choosing that, you choose URL. Click add. Okay. For example, now I am going to, it may be a unit 1 lecture notes. Unit 1 lectures. Okay. I am going to give that URL here. Okay, Google Drive link. Just copy paste here. Whatever the link you have copied there, you just paste it here and then save and return. Okay. Now you have some kind of link here. If you click this link, automatically it goes to this drive. Okay. So you do this procedure whenever you have file which is of more in size. Okay. So that this is about lecture notes uploading. Like this, you can upload your CDP, CAP and other lecture notes also. So unit wise, you can do it. This you can make it as unit 1, and you can make this as unit 2. Unit 3. Okay, just rename this and you can upload your materials here. Okay. So the next job is, do you have any doubts till now? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir. We can proceed, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Okay. Next, we are going to see about assignment creation. Okay. So, for unit 1, I am going to give an assignment. Like again, go to this add an activity. There is a button called assignment. Okay. Click this assignment. Click add. Okay. Give your assignment name. For example, I am going to give an assignment on MedCert. Okay. Then you can give the description, whatever you want to give, whatever you want to write, you can do it. Okay. Then you can give your additional instruction file. For example, if you want to upload any material for your assignment, you can upload here. Then you can give your starting date, due date, cutoff date, all these things. All are self-explanatory. Okay. Then you just save and return. You'll have an assignment like this, MedCert. When you click this assignment, see here it will be showing how many participants are there, how many people are submitted, and at what time it is submitted, everything will be there. With this view all submissions, it will show you all assignments that is submitted by the people. Then you can start grading it. Just click grade. The assignment will be visible here. Then you can give your marks here, grade out of 100. Okay, click save changes. Then it will be done. Okay, this is assignment creation part. What else need to be discussed? Lecture notes. Yeah. The next one we have is assessment. Okay. So for assessment, again go into this. For example, unit 2, I am going to create an assessment. Click add an activity. Same. There is something called quiz. Okay. Click quiz. Click add. Okay. For example, I am going to conduct internal 1. See, I just make a note of this settings because this is very, very important for conducting the quiz. Okay, name of the quiz and then timing. So timing, at what time you want to open the quiz and what time you want to close the quiz. Okay, enable these two and set the timing. Then what is the time limit? Enable this. For example, I want 30 minutes or 60 minutes or 1 hour. Anything is fine. You can give it. Okay. Now, open attempts are automatically submitted. You can keep this option as it is. Don't change this option, because at the end of the quiz, in case if the student is not submitting, it will get submitted automatically if the time is over. So it is better to keep this option as it is. Then grade. Here, attempts allowed, you can keep it 1, because only one time is allowed. If you want to make any other changes, you can do it. If you want 2 attempts, you can do it, just for like a class test or something. Then layout. How many questions you want to appear in each page? You want 5 questions or 10 questions per page, you can do it. If you have 10 questions per page, you will have 10 questions. Then question behavior. You want to shuffle the options within the choices. For example, you are giving a choice, no, A, B, C, D. You want to keep the choices in the random order. That is, the choices will be changing for each and every person. The choice will not be the same. Okay. So if you want to shuffle, you give yes, otherwise give no. If you give no, all the choices will be appearing in the same order for everyone. Okay. Then review options. Here in review options, you don't keep anything. You remove everything. Right. I have to enable this. Here, you don't keep any of the boxes here. You remove everything, because only if you remove this, the marks will not be visible to the students. Otherwise, they will be able to see the marks immediately, and they will be able to see the feedbacks also. What mistake they have done. Sometimes if you have given two attempts, then they will be able to correct it, coming back and correcting it. Okay. So remove all the check boxes. Here, here, and here. Okay, remove all the check boxes so that the student will not be able to see the mark immediately. Only if you release the mark, the student will be able to see. Okay. So these are all the important options. So you need to take care. Timing, grade, layout, question behavior, review options. So other things, it's not necessary. Okay. So if you want, you can do it, but it's not necessary. You just save and return. I am not going to give the timing now, just for demo purpose. So I am disabling the time. So now the quiz is created, internal one. Okay. But next your job is, you need to add the questions. Okay. Because without questions, you cannot give the quiz. Okay. So when you click this internal one, this is the quiz you have created now, recently. When you click this internal one, you will get this box, you will get this window. Click edit quiz. Okay. After edit quiz, you will have this option. Okay. Here there is a button called add. Okay. So go to add a new question. Okay. When I give this add a new question, there are a lot of options coming in. Okay. Multiple choice, true or false, matching, short answer, numerical essay. Okay. So I'll go for the traditional one, multiple choice. Then click add. Okay, I am going to add one question now. For example, the question name is 1. That is the first question. Question text is here. That is, what is the question? For example, my question is 3 plus 4 equal to, what is the answer? Okay. Then I need to give the choices here. Choice 1, for example, 66. Choice 2, 7. This is the correct answer. No, 7 is the correct answer. 3 plus 4. So what I have to do here in grade, I have to change it to 100%. It means that if I give the answer 7, you are going to give the 100% mark to the student. Okay. So that is what the meaning of this. Other choices, you leave it none. For 66, I am going to leave it as it is, none, no marks. Okay. Then I am giving another option, none, and fourth option, none. Okay. Only for the correct answer you change this grade. Okay, that's all. Then click save changes. Okay. Now you are able to see this first question. Okay, 3 plus 4 equal to 7. Okay. Now if you want to add one more question, add a new question, multiple choice, add the second question, it 4 into 5. Okay. Here there are some options given here. One or multiple answers. For example, in case for your question, there more than one answer means then you can give the grade accordingly. Okay. For one answer you will give 50% mark. For other answer you can give 50% marks. So like that. And this option is shuffle the choices. You want to shuffle the choices within the options. If you want, you can. Yes, sir.
Sir, when you type the question, how to type the mathematical equation question, sir?
Yes,
Any
sir.
option to paste images, sir?
One second. So here, when you type the question, here you are having something called formula editor. One second. Yeah, show more button. Click this button. Here, there is something called equation editor. You can use this equation editor and you can type your mathematical notations. Is it fine, sir?
Okay, sir, but this all option is not enough, sir. Almost some different kind of
otherwise the better thing, better thing you can do is you can make it as an image. You can do it in the MS Word itself. You can make it as an image and you can upload the image here. See here, there is a button called insert or edit image. Okay, you can view the image where the image is located and you can put it here. For example, I want to give some image here. Sometimes the questions may be like even based upon the image also. Okay, so that time there is images. Okay, so if you have any image, you can select that image and you can put it here so that that image will be displayed here. That's not an issue. And similarly, see here, you can insert the image, you can insert the video, and you can insert the audio. Okay, so the questions may be based upon your video that you have uploaded, anything. Okay, so what I am doing here, second question I am typing it, for example, 4 into 5, 20. So for this I am going to give 100%. And for other options,
sir, we could not able to see your screen, sir. Sambat sir.
Oh, 1 second. Sir, are you able to see the screen now?
Yes, now we can, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So like this, you can give your options, 4 options or 3, whatever it's. Okay, and you can click save changes.
Sir, one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, so from what I understood, it seems that we cannot upload an image as an image. We can only put the URL of the image, right?
URL in the sense where is your file located in your computer?
Yeah. So this. Oh, in the computer. Okay.
Yes.
So not like the Google Drive.
Yeah. That is also can be accepted.
Okay, because if I put the URL, the students has to click the URL to view the image. The image will not be viewed like directly, right?
No, you can give your system from the system also you can upload, ma'am. That's not an issue.
Okay, fine. Okay, sir, I got it. Thank you.
It's coming, no, this option, no, browse repositories. You can choose file. You can choose your file and upload here.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Okay. Then, okay. So this is your second question. So choice 1, choice 2, and choice 3, 4. Okay. So I have given 2 questions. Okay. And the maximum mark, for example, if you want 20 marks per question, 10 marks means you can give 20 marks. Okay. It's all your wish, maximum grade. Okay. Click save. And before that, there is an option called shuffle. If you want the questions to be shuffled, you want everyone to get the questions in the different order, you can choose shuffle. Or you want everyone to get in the same order, you can leave it as it is. So click save. Okay. And once it is done, come back to this quiz. Okay. There is something called preview. Preview quiz now. And click start attempt. So it will be giving you like this. Okay. So this is my first question. And this is my second question. And click finish attempt. You'll get an option called this is just for checking whether the quiz is working or not. Click submit all and finish. Your quiz is submitted. Okay, you will get it like this. Okay, this is for quiz creation part. Okay, so once the quiz is created and the timing is set, if the students are already enrolled, the quiz is automatically enabled for them at the specified time. You no need to do anything. Okay, only thing you need to set the time in the quiz. If the students are already enrolled, it will be automatically visible to them. Okay. So that's all, sir, from my part. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
In MS Team, we have a database called, from the database, we can able to get the quiz. Whether in LMS, we can able to take the quiz, to use the same, like provision is there in LMS, sir?
No, in MS Teams also, first you need to create that forms, right?
Yes, sir. First we have to create the form. Like that, is possible to have a, to choose a quiz from the, from a database, sir?
You can create a database of questions, and from that you can import the questions also. For that you need to follow a separate procedure, and if you want to, you call me, sir. I will tell you separately.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sambat sir, is that the question bank option?
That's what I am telling.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You cannot create a question bank which is having images, formulas. Okay, there is a restriction for that. The question should be everything in terms of only text.
Okay.
Only then you will be able to create the database of question bank. Okay. For that we have a separate procedure, and whoever wants it, you can call me. I will tell you the procedure.
Sure, sir.
Otherwise, in notes itself, we can even upload the question bank, no, sir? Is that fine?
Ma'am,
In the
I
notes, no, sir. In the notes section itself, we can upload the question bank, sir. Is it fine?
question bank is different, ma'am. What we are talking is
No,
we have a question
you are
bank.
talking about assessment questions, right, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No,
We
no.
have
I am
a,
asking
for
in
example,
general. We used to provide question bank for each
that you can upload in the notes, like a
notes.
notes you can upload. That's not
Yeah.
an issue.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So, Sambat sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, for arts and science branch also, we have to create the courses, sir, Moodle courses.
Yes, sir. For arts and science also, we got the information like we are going to implement for both the engineering and arts and science.
So, okay, sir.
So it is the responsibility of the Moodle coordinators to ensure that by this weekend, all your staff members should upload CDP and CAP. That is a course delivery plan and course assessment plan, and at least 1 unit notes. Okay, 1 unit note should be there in the Moodle. Okay, it is your responsibility. I think by this weekend they will take a list from your end only. We are going to collect the list.
Yes, sir, I have one more doubt, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are supposed to create all the courses which are offered by the department. Am I right, sir?
Yes.
Okay. PG as well as UG.
Yes, we are going to do it for only your department courses. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So it is your duty. If any faculty has joined newly, you just give the list of faculty members. I need these details only: faculty ID, faculty name, and their mail ID with phone number. Okay. So in this format, you send me the details. And this is for faculty side. And similarly, at present for the second year students don't have the logins in the LMS Moodle. So you need to do, you need to collect this data like roll number, name, and mail ID, and then the phone number. Okay. So collect this data and send it to me as soon as possible. So if you send it to me, I'll create the logins for them as soon as possible, and I'll send it to you back so that you can enroll in the courses.
Okay, sir.
Sambat, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, many of the faculty, they have forgot their password in our in the Moodle, sir. Is there any option to reset by their own?
No, actually, we are trying to automate the process, but still not done, ma'am. At present, what you have to do is you have to send a mail. I'll give you the mail ID. You just use this LMS at Hindustan.
So that is the password, sir?
Mail to this mail ID so that we will reset the password and send it to you back.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, send a mail to this mail ID.
Sir, we have the same problem in our department as well. So many faculty, as they have not used this Moodle for 2 years or something, they forgot their passwords. So they have, I mean, the faculty themselves, they have to send an email to this LMS at Hindustan, or we have to coordinate. We have to collect.
If there are more faculties, you just please collect and send it to me, ma'am.
Okay,
For
so
whom you want to reset, that is better.
okay, so that is better if I collect everyone and send it to this
Yes.
email ID. Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Any other doubt?
Sambat, sir, one more query. Like, you have given an access, like a coordinator, you have given an access to individual faculty in the department. Can you increase the number? For example, we have 4 programs: BTech Aeronautical, BTech Aerospace, BTech Avionics, and the PG 3 courses. So it's
Okay.
hectic job for us to do all those things. Can you give 2 more access?
Okay, ma'am. You just consult with your HOD and nominate the names so that I will give them the manager access.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, I just want to know overall year with your department name. I will call by name Kavita
Yes, sir. I am from IT
Sir, one
department.
question, sir. Sir,
Yes,
one
sir. Tell
question,
me,
sir.
sir.
Sir, is it possible to use the previous year, the full course material for this year, sir? Or,
Yes,
or
sir.
else we have to create a.
Yes, yes, it can be done.
Because
You
I.
call me, sir. I will tell you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Because many of the faculties are handling the courses, the same courses for 2 or 3 times. So,
Yes, sir.
so
Yes.
that's why I've
I
asked.
understood. I understood. I'll tell
Yes,
you
sir.
how to
Thank
do
you.
it, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Chitra Devi, ma'am, MBA, right?
Sampath, sir, one doubt, sir. Sorry for interrupting.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, if the students have forgotten the password also, we can send it to the same ID, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
I think most of the students might have forgot. I think better to reset the password for all the students.
Oh, so we have to send the name list like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
or
You
you?
send which class so that we'll reset the password.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So for faculty, what are the details required, sir?
Ma'am, faculty?
What are the details required for resetting the password?
Faculty ID, name, and mail ID and phone number, ma'am.
Okay, same with the students also, sir. Roll number,
Yes, yes, yes.
phone number, and.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. For resetting, only ID is enough, ma'am. For creating login, I need these details.
Okay. Thank
Okay. Chitra Devi, ma'am, MBA, right? Dr. Chitra Devi, ma'am. Okay, Nisha, ma'am, Arrow, right? Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, Srija, ma'am, MCA.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sasi Kumar, sir.
Automobile.
Justin Joseph, sir.
I'm from SLA, sir.
Sir?
Please.
Triple E.
No, sir, it's liberal arts. Arts and science.
Okay, okay. Then Mary Evangeline, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Department of Languages.
Languages. Kribanandam, sir.
Sir, Department of IT.
Kavita ma'am is there, no?
Sir, actually,
Yes, sir,
I was in admission duty, sir.
Okay.
Sir is a new staff. I was in admission duty. I joined only later. So,
Okay.
sir has joined.
Okay, who is going to take care, ma'am?
No idea. Sir, Kripanandam, sir, did ma'am say anything?
nothing. She said, she simply send the link and join that, attend the meeting.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay,
Sampath sir, we will decide.
and tell me, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Then Kritika, ma'am. Physics,
So
chemistry.
chemical engineering.
Chemistry. Kritika from chemistry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So there are two Kritikas, I think.
Yeah, this is K. Kritika from chemistry.
Okay, okay.
Sir, R. Kritika from chemical engineering.
R. Kritika from?
Dr. R. Kritika. Yeah. So after Kribanandam, sir. So that was my name. R. Kritika from chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. Okay, ma'am. Then Nitya Raj, sir, Max.
Yes, sir.
Then Annie, ma'am, physics, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Vimala, ma'am, E&I. Vimala, ma'am, EC, ma'am, ipo?
Sir, Vimla EC, sir. Vimla Rani. Yeah, Vimla Rani EC.
One more Kritika is there, ma'am.
No, sir. That is what Kritika chemistry and Kritika chemical. They have told no, sir.
Two Kritikas are there.
You entered already, sir. Just about.
Sir, I think the other one is Karthik. There is
Yes,
one
okay.
Karthik and two
Karthik.
Kritikas. Yeah, I think you missed
Karthik
the
sir from
Karthik.
Triple E, I think.
Karthik.
Yes, sir.
Shalini ma'am, Sibila ma'am.
Yes, sir, civil.
And Vishwadit sir.
Yes, sir. I'm from School of Law.
Department sir.
Sir, I'm from School of Law.
School of Law.
Indeed, sir.
Correct, sir. Okay, sir. Done, sir. If you have any doubts, we'll discuss. Otherwise, we'll close the meeting.
Sambat sir.
Sir, can you give your mail ID, sir? Mail ID and your phone number, sir.
Ah,
In
yes.
the chat box.
Yes.
Sambat sir, I have a suggestion. Last time when we created the IDs for the students in Moodle, we have created with using a dummy email, sir. Now the students have the official mail IDs for individual mail IDs they have. It will be
Yes.
better if you created with the official IDs, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We will do it, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sambat sir.
My phone number, I put it in the chat box, and you can use this LMS mail ID for this official purpose. LMS@hindusthanuniv.ac.in.
Sambat sir, one small obligation, sir.
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you share the recording, those who attended?
Ah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. If there is no doubts, then we can leave the meeting, ma'am.
Sambat sir.
Thank you, 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 sir.
Sambat sir, one doubt, sir.
Sir, Sampath sir.
Sambat sir. Thank you, Sambat sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sambat sir.
Leaving, sir. Sampath sir.
Madam,
சொல்லுங்க சார்.
academic year நம்மளே கிரியேட் பண்ணுமா?
ஆமா, அகாடமிக் நம்ம ஸ்டாஃப் அசைன்மென்ட் வரை நம்ம கிரியேட் பண்ணனும்.
academic year.
இயரும் நம்ம தான் கிரியேட் பண்ணனும்.
Okay.